as we get in game mode.
I have a Google Play Store.
That is the recap.
So last session,
We decided to save my father. And then I fell asleep, I think.
Sounds accurate.
I think. Okay, I'm trying to remember. Yeah, we finished sort of sorting through the little mind flayer's lair. We rescued the living drow that were still in there.
Warehouse thing.
Yeah, in the warehouse. We managed to find the ones that had not yet been spiked, as well as a bunch of spiked ones. We returned the spoon to the giants. They were confused because they thought we were trying to eat the drow. Palouse knocked a bunch of them out every time they started waking up. We went to the drop-off point for the drow, made the handoff. They were surprisingly pleased with us. John met his his biological father. That went about as well as to be expected. Well as one could hope.
Sperm donor.
Sure. They're side heir. We'll go with that. And during that sort of exchange, Artemis and the I'm sorry, his what is his name? Zaro? Zaldo?
Yeah, Zaro.
Zaro, yeah. Him and Lieutenant Zaro had a little side conversation. Apparently, Zaro has plans to try to marry John off to the drow queen, not Lysol, not Listerine, Lystra. Thank you. Queen Lystra.
And he's not wanting to marry me off. He just wants to, pimp me out to her.
Whatever. The point is, he wants you. Basically, he wants you to get in with the queen by having you get into the queen. And so yeah, him and Artemis had a little side conversation, like, more cooperation is possible. We can give you details about our plans if you can sort of bring John over to the cause. I think that was the major points with that. And as we were departing from our little meetup with the drow, Artemis remotely turned Oscar invisible. Oscar managed to escape, and good times were had by all as we headed back. Oscar, it does know where to go. He did not know initially before he ran off, but we managed to inform him to rendezvous at the correct point. And yeah, I think we're headed back to the dwarves.
The Vale of Dancing
I think that's what happened.
Waters.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So that's where we left off. We are indeed back in the city of Belsamer. And you were headed towards the Vale of the Dancing Waters. Presumably, Oscar was ahead of you a bit. And as you arrive at the Vale, they by this time recognize you and let you in. Open the gates for you. You head into the Vale of Dancing Waters, and you see that folks are gathered around in a square, and Oscar, who you immediately recognize, John, is standing up, telling some magnificent tale to all of them. And he says, "And then I grabbed the dragon by the horns, and I rode it all the way to the top of the mountain. It was magnificent." And they all are
That's
like,
not what you said last time. Last time you said you grabbed it by something else.
He looks up at you, and as he sees you, he just rushes through the crowd and kind of goes to embrace you in a big hug, but he only comes up to your waist. So he kind of puts his head to the side and hugs you around the legs and says, "Oh, my boy, you got my message. You came to save me."
And John just kind of looks down at him and goes, "Great message. a box, and a map.
It worked, didn't it?
And a
Next
mask.
time, don't leave me at a friend's house and take me with you. You wouldn't have gotten into this.
Fair enough, fair enough. I didn't think you were ready for it.
Plus, your friend's an asshole.
Yeah, that he is. That he is. But you're doing okay. And he gives you a little, kind of jumps up and gives you a little punch on the arm.
And then I look down and I just go, I also met Sperm Daddy.
His smile kind of fades for a second, but then immediately returns and he says, "Oh, that old fart, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, asshole still.
Yes.
Apparently he wants me to fuck the queen.
Oh well, that's not so bad."
I mean, to be fair, the last time I had to sacrifice before the party, I got stabbed through the heart. So some of us get all the lucky breaks.
And John
he's the
just looks
crazy
at
one.
Artemis and goes, "Don't you know drow are like praying mantises? The women fuck you and then they kill you."
That's true.
Second worst trade-off I've heard.
They do?
Did
And
anyone
he
else
looks at
expect him
Pelus
to be
dead in the
taller?
eyes and he goes, "It's true."
A little bit.
Yeah, he doesn't look like his.
What are you talking about? And I put my hand on top of Oscar's head at my hip, you know what I mean? And I go, "Of course he looks just like me. See?" And we both smile.
They do have a similar kind of creepy, crazed smile.
I do see where John gets it from.
And he
Regular chip off the old block.
He says, "Well, I'd steer clear of that Zaro fellow. He has been quite cruel to me."
Well,
What'd he
the
do?
only reason I planned on just getting close enough, to stab him. Once or 10 times.
Yeah, you could do that. You could do that.
Maybe after we get rid of this elder brain.
Yeah, it seems like that's what everyone's trying to do is get into this temple, huh? Who are all of you people? What dealings do you have? Did you just come to help save me?
Oh no, we're John's asshole friends.
Hi.
Okay.
Okay, and John just starts going, asshole 1 points to Artemis, asshole 2 points to Pelus,
1, 2.
that's Sibelin, that's Agni.
Ouch.
Okay.
How did I know?
Listen, you left the party, and he points to Pelus. And Artemis, you know you're an asshole. You would much admit it regularly.
Meh.
Well, I mean, to be fair to them, I was kind of gone for a bit too.
But you died. There's a difference. You didn't choose to jump off a cliff and leave.
I also
us
did not
behind.
choose to jump off a cliff.
I still don't believe you.
Well, Oscar, it is a pleasure to meet John's father figure. I myself have a wonderful father figure whom I adore, so it means a lot to me for what you mean to him.
That was a little confusing, but I think I understood what you're saying, and I appreciate it.
Yep, me too. Me too, actually. I'm a little tired, so...
Yeah, you look terrible.
Words. Thank you.
I mean, you look like you might look good sometimes, but not right now.
That is very understandable. I can agree with that.
Is her hair like everywhere and all messy?
Disheveled, my eyes are like really dark.
Oscar, it's been a while. You used to be better at this.
I'm not really in the game anymore in that way. It's been a while. I've been out of practice. Been stuck in that cave for years now.
How did you come to get captured by a drow in this old dwarven city?
It was You may have heard that there used to be a fantastic band of adventurers that came down here, myself being one of them. And this is where I met John's mother. And
Oh, was she an adventurer too?
John just has a single tear roll
I
down
chose
from
she-
one eye.
she was a captive that we saved.
Oh.
And anyway, we did what we did. We came down, we fought the drow, we dealt them a crippling blow. And but there was so much treasure here and so many things to find that I couldn't help myself but come back. And also those gnomes, they love me. There's these dwarves. Do you know these dwarves have orgies? They're fantastic. If you ever
Yes, we've had. What's this about treasure?
We've gotten invites.
I have heard.
Well, if you look hard enough, you can find in the nooks and crannies of this city.
Noted.
But anyway, so I came back. I was getting kind of restless as my adventuring days had passed, and little did I know that there was a whole other situation down here with these Illithid and now the drow is still around. The asshole who I saved John's mother from recognized me immediately, and they were able to follow me and capture me, and then I was here. But I was able to sneak a message out to my dear boy John. With my mask and a map, that's all I had on me. But I knew he would get the message and find me.
I was like this close 3 times to just selling them both.
Well, I'd hoped that our mutual amenable relations would trump the value of the slight value of the mask and map, which probably were not too valuable anyway to anyone but us.
John just pulls out one of his bottles of liquor and hands it to Oscar and says, "Look like you need it."
He takes it, and in like one swig, he just downs about like half of it and hands it back to you.
Damn, normally you would have finished.
He like kind of coughs a little. I'm out of
But
practice.
I imagine it's been a while. Yeah. So, we will do some catching up later when we have some time to. And right now, I guess we should worry about, the apocalypse and all that.
He kind of staggers a little bit, and he's like, "Yes, indeed."
Apparently, there, a bunch of gems and all that, and everything's falling apart, and the world's about to come to an end, and, just normal weekly shit.
Have you spoken with Lady Visalia? She was really into that stuff. Wasn't really my bag.
Yeah, I think we spoke to her once or twice.
Yeah, she kind of sent us on this journey.
But we haven't spoken to her in a while, I don't think.
Since before Greengrass.
Correct.
I don't know if we have any way to get into contact with her before all this goes down. Do we?
Put in a Zuka
Look at
board?
agony.
Yes.
So you
direct contact.
yeah, you talked to Zook recently, and he kind of like relayed messages from her, but you guys have learned more than she probably knew about the stone and about all these things as you've been down here.
No, I meant more for, possible assistance with forces.
Mm-hmm.
I feel she might have some kind of people who can assist us.
Speaking of assistance, do we know what... We don't have any recollection of what happened to Rundorth, do we? just went invisible and ran off.
That's true.
Where the hell is he?
Oh, dick.
You guys ever found him?
Artemis, you also met this dwarf. I think you would have loved. I think we told you about him, didn't we? He was one of those Duragar. Really interesting fella.
The hell's a Duergar?
They've also been called ghost dwarves, I've heard.
Ghost dwarves. I bet they don't exist.
Yeah, they're dwarves that can turn invisible. They got gray skin and white hair.
Okay.
When did
what
that
makes
happen?
you think I would have liked this guy?
He just had an attitude about him, an air of superiority. I felt like you would have gotten along.
Uh-huh.
I would say probably not. I don't know.
And on that
Really?
note, I'm going to go get some food. Artemis will walk off.
I really think those two would have gotten along, Agony.
I mean, Artemis seems like, to me, the kind of person that doesn't like someone with a commanding attitude. I don't know. He stays away from authority. I don't know. I'm too tired to think of these things.
Yeah,
Well, I'm gonna go get some food and maybe some other things.
When's the last time you had some good grub?
Actual rest.
Good rub, did you say?
Grub.
Food.
I imagine he's done a good rub at least every night or two.
I forget. Do we have a? Have
Pretty
I
warm down
eaten?
here.
Have I eaten since I came back to life?
Have you eaten?
You've probably had like maybe.
I think
a
so, because
ration
it's
or
been
two.
like a.
I forget if we had a long rest after that or not.
I think we have. I think we have.
So I don't remember either.
When was?
Because I think there was
Actually,
a least.
maybe not.
We resurrected you, then rested.
Gotcha. So
Yeah.
I've eaten. Time for my
That's something.
second meal since come back to life.
Yep. All right, so you all go to the dinner feast that the dwarves have prepared, and as you guys are feasting, you're talking with some of the dwarves that are there, and it sounds like they're kind of debating. Some of them are really like glad to have you around and eager to help in the coming conflict. Some of them are kind of like grumpy about it, and they're like questioning you. One dwarf says to you, Palouse, it says, "What do you even think y'all can do to help us? Well, you're just gonna get us all killed. Why are we even helping you out?"
I mean, if we don't do anything, what's the alternative?
Don't do anything. That's the alternative right there. You've been not doing anything for a while, and it works out just fine.
But
Yes,
but there's a
everything
deadline.
is going great.
I don't know about that one.
It's only
mean-
the end of the world.
Yes.
Right,
If
that.
we don't do anything, that's what will happen. So we kind of have sort of a deadline for that. Plus, we can blow things up.
All right.
With our minds.
This is a very nice place you've got here, by the way.
You? Yeah, now leans in close. You coming later?
What?
Gives you a little wink.
I'm puzzled.
I think it means for seconds. Like, got a lot of food at this banquet, and
Well,
yeah,
it's seconds, all right.
Yeah, I was about to say, you could certainly call it that, though it might just be because you're second.
This is Palouse's first time in this phrase, right? Because he wasn't here he just was here.
Yeah, that's,
yeah,
true.
that's true.
That's correct. It was Jess, yeah.
well, he was
So-
here for
Oh
the
no,
resurrection.
because this would be your second time.
Oh,
Because
because
again, we were here with when we brought back Saber.
Yeah, you've come and rested here a couple times now. Yeah, that's
right.
true.
Yeah. Did I mention anything about their god or anything? Have I had a conversation with him?
I don't think you have, though you would recognize surely the
Yeah.
signs.
Shurinder.
And there's like probably statues of her around.
Did they have any interest in me?
Do you have like a holy symbol or something? Not right?
No.
Like I wouldn't assume that you would have
Besides
hers.
the mask, unless they specifically know about like the.
Yeah, I'm wearing my mask.
tradition.
Yeah. But I think that they don't recognize that, it seems. That like they don't know the lore of Hinaku.
Okay.
So you would recognize theirs, so unless you instigate conversation, like they don't seem to know that you have any connection with their god.
Okay. I won't say anything. Yeah.
Yes, Ellen, are you Palus, are you in for later?
What happens later?
We release some tension. Collectively release tension.
Like meditation? Like a group meditation
Sorta.
session or something?
Some have called it like hot yoga or a little more intense, but yeah.
I've never been one for yoga.
You know, a good stretch, some heavy breathing, it'll do you some wonders. Just stop by later, see what you think.
Maybe.
I have a feeling that there's a position or two I think you'd be good at. And then I
Maybe
look down at
downward
Augur.
dog, something like that.
That's what I was thinking, or just straight doggy style. And I give Oscar a little nudge.
Sweet baby Lysandra.
When you say that, he like spits out the drink that he has in his mouth.
I think Palouse is a virgin, maybe? Probably.
I think you said you're a virgin.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Can I make an insight check to see if I get it?
Yeah, make an insight check. No doubt. No, you don't get it either.
Some stretches do sound good. I mean, I'm still getting used to, having a body again. It might be good to stretch it out a bit. Yeah, I'll go in. I can do some stretches.
Cool. Yeah, you know where it is. A little later tonight. Things don't start popping off right away, so you could, be a little late if you wanted. It goes for a while, I'm gonna guess, if it's a decent one.
Yeah, trust me, Sable. In events like this, you don't want to come too early.
Yes, it's really
I like
the
choke
worst
on
thing
my
you can
food.
do. It's faux pas.
You sure you don't want to come, Bayless? You don't. You might be a little premature about not wanting to come into this.
It's a great workout, Palus.
I don't know about coming to things like this.
The whole point is that you come at it.
I'm like coughing, choking, and blushing and covering my face.
Artemis is just laughing.
So what's doggy style?
And then I just look at Agony. Yes, Agony. Please explain doggy style to Palus.
You know what?
Maybe when I've had some
Why don't
rest.
you go to one of these events and you'll find out. Learn by seeing. Maybe even by doing.
Yes, it's the yoga position.
I'm good.
I
You're
could see
lost.
Sabelin
Or-
and Palouse
or
going
not lost,
and then
depending on how
seeing
you
what's
wanna look
going
at
on
it.
and then being embarrassed and leaving immediately.
Okay, so you all finish your feast with. There are many more innuendos made throughout the
Oh God, yeah.
throughout the duration of your dinner.
Now that me and Oscar are back together, it's literally just probably going to be the entirety of our conversations when we're around each other are an innuendo.
Oh yeah, definitely. And then the feast ends, and some dwarves start kind of filtering into a ceremony chamber, and one of them says to your party, and it's like, "So you gonna come?" And Oscar
At least
goes,
once.
You know it. So Oscar starts
goes-
following them.
And John follows as well.
I go as well, though. What was described as very accurate about how it would go in there.
Walk in, walking out.
Just the camera's on the entrance, just walks in, beat, turn, walking out. Oh, never mind.
So as you go in, there's a ritual element to this, where there is some chanting happening, and it's very it starts off very solemn and serious, and then they're some folks kind of saying things. There's a priest who's speaking, who's talking about loving each other and submitting yourself in humility to the group, and and then as this priest is doing it, they then just start lifting off their robe, and all the others follow.
I'll take a rain check on you guys. You guys have fun. I'm gonna see what Luce is doing. Bye.
All right.
Have a ritual with just.
And we'll fade to black there, and you all have your evening as eventful as you please. Is there anything else that anyone wanted to do before they? I assume you guys are resting here at the Vale.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is there anything anyone else wanted to do before they rest for the evening?
Before resting, I wanted to find Artemis and talk to him in private.
Okay, you do. You find Artemis and you pull him aside.
Artemis.
Yeah.
I need
Yeah.
to.
What's up?
Just talk to you.
Right.
There's-
Maybe not in the hallway. Come on, I'll head back to my room.
Yep. And
All right. So,
once we get in there, I'm gonna punch him in the arm. You jerk!
ow. Okay, fair. That was deserved.
You big stupid dandelion! You get blown away so easily, and then just like a weed, you come right back. And I am so glad that you did. But why did you have to make a big scene and make a stupid illusion and make me spit out a big apology to nothing? I was so worried. I don't think I could handle losing someone else again.
I was upset. I have been known to overreact when I am upset. I understand you had an apology for me. I accept it. I was kind of listening, sort of, watching with Orpheus, but so.
Of course. But
Yeah.
most importantly,
So I mean, so we've cleared that up, right? So I bid you good night.
She-
I probably.
told me about you.
And there it is. Okay, so
You were working for her the whole time.
okay, now hold on.
How long would you
No.
know?
Now hold on. Hold
You
on. I
lied
tried to
me
be.
deliberately.
I wanted to tell you the truth. I tried to be as truthful as I could. I tried to be as honest as possible. And I meant it when I said that I have not been working for her. I do not work for her. I do not now, nor have I ever. I work with her.
That still technically counts.
A subtle but important difference. She doesn't give me orders. Nor do I give her orders.
There must be some...
In fact, it's very much the same way you and I operate.
She said she had you give me this necklace. And ever since I've gotten this thing, I've been
That is
feeling
true.
awful. But she says that it's my own power that's draining me, but I don't believe that. I believe it's this thing. I can't even take it off.
What do you mean you can't take it off? You can take it off right now.
I've tried. And I can't do it. I'm gonna try to make a wisdom check.
No, not even. As you try, you like kind of start to go for it, and you just can't bring yourself to do it. You're like, there's so much power in it, and it just like the idea of taking it off seems abhorrent to you suddenly as you grab for it, and you just like your hands just react and let go.
I can't do it.
Well, it is a present I gave you, so... Oh, I see. You mean you can't physically. Okay, well.
Exactly. And she said that she'll leave me alone and give me power in exchange for my soul after I die. Well,
She mentioned that to me recently as well.
well, she already took a part of it, and she won't have any more of it.
What?
Not before or after I die. I don't belong to her. I don't belong to anyone anymore.
Oh, hold on. Rewind. What was that part about her already taking a piece?
She took a part of it before, but years ago. She did this ritual with the Red Wizards and made some kind of deal with them. I don't know. It was awful. She said that because of that now we're connected.
Ah. That would be the history that she felt was not important to tell me.
Yeah.
And, sometimes when you touch me and I hear that screaming, is that it?
Yes. That is it.
Well,
Now you
I did not
why
know about that.
Now you know why I don't even like to talk about her.
Understandable. That being said, if you could take off that necklace, would you?
Of course. It's a little itchy when I
What?
sleep.
Well, I mean,
And I definitely
but I mean,
need
would
sleep.
you actually get rid of it?
I wouldn't get rid of it. I mean, it's a magical artifact. I'd probably put it back on when I wake up.
Well, there you go. So a little bit of itching around the collar. Not that big of a deal. Look, I didn't know they would do that. I just knew that it would make you more powerful.
Fine.
And given everything that had happened at that point, I just wanted you to be safe.
Well, it bothers me that I can't take it off. It's not normal.
Well, I could take it off for you.
That would be appreciated, if you don't mind.
All right. I'll walk over and try to take this thing off.
Do I
so
stop
as-
him?
Yeah, I mean, you definitely. Yeah, I think that's how this would play out. Is that you like do not want him to take it off?
Okay, now you see, if you don't hold still, I can't do this.
I'm not. I mean, I'm not.
Listen, if you want to leave the thing on, just do it, okay? It's not a big deal. I don't see why you have to run me around in circles. Seriously, hold still.
Okay, you know, I'll hold my hands under my arm.
Oh, you know
So you're
what?
like trying to.
Hold on. I have a way of solving this. I think I do. Did I prepare it? I did. Old person.
All right.
I guess that works.
So Agony. Well, I guess you make a wisdom save.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Of course.
You just.
Wait,
Oh.
wait,
kind of, like,
am I
cast it
not at a
as you-
disadvantage? Or is
Not-
that
not
only
on
ability
saves.
checks,
Checks.
not saves, not
Not on
saves,
saves,
not
yeah,
saves.
not on
Ah.
Fuck.
You're not tired enough for that.
So you kind of like
Uh,
you're instinctively like trying to break away and escape his grasp. So you no problem. You do so, and even with your arms like tucked beneath as he's coming towards you, you're just kind of like bunching up your shoulders and ducking out of the way and like turtling up, kind of anything to avoid having that necklace removed. And it's like completely unconscious. You want to remove it.
no, I have,
But you also
I have
don't.
to get this off. It's been giving me nightmares. I can't even get any sleep.
Nightmares. I might be able to help with that.
What? How could you help with the nightmares?
Well, for one thing, have you tried heavy drinking?
Absolutely not.
Well, there's that, and I might be able to help. Just, you know,
Mhm.
try playing soft music or something before you go to bed.
Okay.
Release some tension.
I have a spell, okay, that can affect dreams.
Positively?
However I want, yes.
Okay. Sure.
You just need to release some tension.
So if you'd like, I can see what I can do later tonight.
Sure.
With the spell.
Okay, yes. With the spell.
Right.
Nothing else.
No, of course not.
Or else.
I mean, what else would it be? What are you talking about?
Nothing.
Okay.
Tired.
Yeah, you're not looking so great.
You think?
Yeah, dark circles on the eyes, all that stuff.
Yeah, I'm going to go to my room. I'm going to go to bed. Good talk.
Good talk. I'm surprised you're not more mad at me.
As am I guess. Good night, Artemis.
Yeah, see you later.
All right. So you both head to your separate places within the Vale, your separate sleeping quarters, and as you arrive, you nod off to bed. The rest of you, I assume, go and finish your evenings and in whatever form that takes, and head back to go to sleep.
Before I go to sleep, I do want to do some things though.
Okay.
Okay, so in my my own quarters in this place, I was just walking into there like hot yoga, right? And I'm actually going to cast Zone of Truth on my own room, just kind of centered around myself.
Okay.
And as I'm, casting it, I'm just gonna think to myself, I don't know if this is even gonna do anything. And I'm just gonna pull out my sword and I hold it in front of me. It's like, hey, we need to talk.
Okay. Your sword responds and goes, "Yes. What is it?"
Why are you still here? I didn't think you would actually come with me, and if you did, you would go off and do whatever it is spirits like you do, and I have to, hunt you down one day. But why are you here inside my sword?
What's your DC?
15.
Okay. I'm here. We're a team now, you and me. We've rejected Abyssia and her ways. I'm here to help you.
Help me how?
With power, of course.
I think back to my recent, shrugging off, attacks, and definitely the shadows I'm casting out the sword. I don't think to myself, that's true, though it's been a little erratic. I guess I'm still getting used to being a sword, huh?
And being on this plane, and being outside of you, outside of Abyssia as well. It's weird, this independence thing, it's new to me.
Yeah. Well, what should I even call you? Should I just call you sword, or?
Well, that's pretty lame.
Yeah.
I don't think Abyssia works anymore. That's someone else. I'm part of you.
The sword used to not belong to me, actually. It used to belong to somebody else. What if I start calling you Arjani?
Johnny. That's a cool name.
He was kind of a cool guy, though really mean.
What?
He was really, really awful, but he's pretty cool.
Johnny, I like it.
And now I don't have to rename my sword from Arjani Longsword on my character sheet.
God damn.
Okay, just out of curiosity, you didn't get this. Isn't the sword you got from Arjani, right?
I'm pretty sure it is, isn't it?
It is that, but it's been consumed and turned into this like dragon spirit sword.
That's why I still have the flame tongue effects.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so Arjani, what do you get out of this besides being on this plane and being independent?
That's everything. What do you get out of this? Do you want to go join Abyssia and be consumed by her immortal spirit and feed the dark dragon spirit in the Shadowfell? Is that something that sounds pleasant to you?
It really doesn't know. So I
No,
guess
me neither.
there's that.
But
Speaking
here's
of
what
that,
I'll say: if you're offering favors, I have two requests. Keep killing. Keep taking souls. They make me strong.
wait. So when I kill things with you, you take their souls?
Well, yes.
It's I'll think on that one.
And the other thing, Abyssia's gathering strength to return. Let's be ready for when she does.
That's definitely one I can agree on. And also, I want to go back there. And is there a way to free every other, black scale that died and fueled her? to get them back somehow.
If we defeat her, maybe.
Okay. That's something we definitely agree on.
Yes.
The first one I will have to get back to you on.
Oh, you've been doing a great job so far.
I have, haven't I? Well, thank you for the talk, Arjani.
Oh, I'm still getting used to it. That's me. Yes. You're welcome. Say Bellin.
All right, and I'm going to sheathe the sword.
All right.
And after I sheathe it, I'm going to say to myself, souls feeding, right? I'm going to think about.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I would say I'm gonna reach into one of my pockets and I'm gonna grip the letter that Artemis left for me, and I'm going to leave my chambers. And I want to start heading towards Artemis's chambers. But if I want to do another scene before I arrive there, I'm all for that.
Yeah. All right, cool. So you head over towards Artemis Palouse.
Yeah, I want to visit Agony.
Okay. All right, let's do that one first, and then we'll go to. And John, I imagine you're just at the orgy.
Oh, God. At this point, John is covered in sweat and sticky in ways that you couldn't imagine.
Okay.
He's going to walk out of a room just butt naked, and for some reason, anime style, like steam just rising off of him.
Oh god. All right. So then, Artemis, as you've like gone back to your sleeping quarters after talking to Agony, or no, I'm sorry, I wanted to do Palouse and Agony first. So Agony, after you go back to your sleeping quarters after talking to Artemis, Palouse comes a knocking.
You there?
Yes?
Did you like open the door a little bit or something? Is there even doors?
Yes. Oh, Palouse. You come in.
Hey,
Okay, I'll walk inside.
look, Agony. You've been, looking like shit, to say the least.
Well, yeah, tired. Curses. I believe this thing is to blame.
Oh, wait, what?
This necklace, ever since I've gotten it, I've been having horrible dreams.
Really? Let me see it. I really just want to check up on you and make sure you're okay.
I could be better.
Can I take a look at the necklace?
Yeah, I'll let you look at it. I'm not gonna take it off. I assume.
Yeah, definitely. What are you looking?
I don't know. I just want to see what it looks like. Does it look evil?
It's like golden and ornate.
Yeah, it's very fancy.
Matches my outfit.
Here we have a picture of it that I can pull up. It's like this.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, looks very fancy.
Yep. It is pretty.
How is this at all causing you nightmares? That doesn't make any sense.
Well, last night I had another dream. Remember when we were talking about that devil Rohini? I've sort of mentioned her to you before years ago, though I never said any names. I'm sure you've picked up on it.
Yep. You definitely don't like talking about it, whatever it is.
Yes, supposedly it came from her.
Huh. Why don't you just take it off?
I have tried. I can't. It's magical, like, I guess.
Wait, here, let me try.
So we get another scene of Luce chasing Agony around the room.
Hey, do you want it off or not?
I do. I don't know. I'm not doing
It's like
it.
a dog that doesn't want to take a bath.
Yeah.
I do need a bath. There we
Is there any way that I can try to like grab it and try to take it off, or not?
You'd have to grapple me.
Yeah, why don't you make a grapple check?
That would be easier to do.
So you can make the athletics and Agony. I'll give you advantage, but you're
That's really
exhausted,
low.
so it's just straight up. So you can do athletics or acrobatics, whichever's higher.
Acrobatics.
Wow. I rolled really low.
It ain't never coming off.
Nimble little bitch.
Wow.
Yeah, she's just dipping and dodging and diving and getting out of the way.
It doesn't seem like you really want it off.
I do. I really do. I mean, I'm gonna put it back on probably in the morning, but I do want it off so I can sleep.
Huh.
Do I have anything for this? I don't think I do. What does this do? No. Okay.
Well, I guess I'm useless.
No, you tried. It's not your fault. I just need sleep. I guess.
Well,
I'm like,
what if I just stayed in your room?
That would be nice.
That help?
I would like that.
You know, like old times.
Yeah. Yeah, I've missed those times.
Okay, I'll get some pillows.
Is there pillows? I don't even know. Do they have hay?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What do they,
Oh
what do
yeah.
they sleep in?
Well, I have like pillows in the bag of holding that I keep. I have tons of them.
Yeah, definitely. So you get set up with a bunch of pillows. And y'all are going to sleep?
Yep.
Alright. So you
Sure.
get cozy
Right
and
We're,
start going
we're
to sleep.
snuggling.
Right before we go to sleep, though, I'm gonna be like,
So what's doggy style?
and then the scene ends.
Oh God.
No, please don't end the scene there.
Like Agony rolls over, closes her eyes. So what's doggy style? Flaps open.
So,
The whole face goes red.
and then we cut to Sablin's fist knocking on Artemis's door.
Yeah, so like before Sablin knocks on it, Artemis is in his room. He's getting his bed straight. He's in his pajamas. He sits down on the bed, starts to meditate. Just as he closes his eyes, knock at the door.
Hey, you still up?
Yeah? Hold on. Come over. Unlock the door. Yes, Sablin. How may I help you?
Hey, just, let's see how you doing. Maybe, want to talk for a minute?
Fine. Come on in.
All right, I enter the room. Yeah, nice,
So what's on
nice
your mind?
quarters. Well, I pull out the note. So, before you get mad, you did die for a brief period of time, and I read it.
Sable, and you didn't.
I did. I did it. I read it the other night after I came back.
Fine.
Main thing I wanted to ask is, why don't you just tell everyone that you feel that way?
I don't know. I really don't. I Sable, listen. I wrote that thing in a weird sort of headspace. Agony just died, and I was angry and emotional. So I wouldn't put too much stock in it. Honestly, I forgot you even had the thing. If I had remembered, I would have told you to throw it out.
I mean, it's obvious the note is true. It
Well,
proved
fine,
what I always
yeah,
thought is you're a good person.
Listen. Just because I have emotions doesn't mean I'm a good person, Sablin. Don't get those two confused. But I don't know. Listen, there's no point in it, Sablin. I could tell everybody everything in that note, and it wouldn't change anything. Wouldn't change who I am, wouldn't change who they are, and slowly but surely, I don't think it would change anybody's feelings about anybody else. So, it is what it is, and that's all there is. So, if you will excuse me, I was just about to...
Well, there's
go to bed.
one other thing I wanted to talk about, and it's because I know you're a good person, like you said in the note, is how... I know you don't like people, talking about how you consume souls for your dagger pact imp thing, but I know you're a good person, which is why I wanted to get some help with this. And I back up a little bit and I pull out my sword and I say, "All right, come out."
Listen, if you were gonna pull out your sword, you should have joined the orgy.
So your sword lights up in that black flame.
The color has changed. I can't help but notice.
Yeah, and I'm sure you noticed the shadow stuff happening earlier today too.
Yeah, totally. I was totally focused on you. Anyway, so what about it?
I'm gonna look at the sword and like, go on and introduce yourself, I guess. Or can you talk to things besides me? Oh, I'm gonna have to get used to this.
Because I can try. Hi there, I'm Arjano.
Oh, that name was a bad choice for this conversation. Oh no, I say to myself.
Can I hear this?
But no, you can't hear it.
Okay.
You hear nothing.
Sablin,
did you hear anything in your mind?
Are you talking to your things again?
Okay, so you can't hear it. Okay, a long story short,
Sablin, does the sword talk like the elk talks?
He has a very different voice from the elk. Hunto has more of a laid-back sound. This has
How
more
many
kind
voices do you hear, Sablin?
Two
this guy
so far.
Seems like an asshole. You should kill him.
No, I'm not going to kill him. That is,
Do I hear that?
No.
Okay.
No, that's what I say. I definitely say that out loud.
Oh, you hear Sablin, yes.
Okay, so I hear Sablin. Okay, I was like, what?
Oh, okay. Long story short, to help me get out of... When I was dead, I wasn't just dead. I was somewhere else. I think it's called the Shadowfell. And in order to get my soul out, I had to make a arrangement, pact, if you will, with something. And it came back with me. and it wants to consume souls. And I figured you might have experience dealing with that.
Deals with things that are beyond mortal kin and want to consume souls. Yes, you could say I have experience with that. I have to admit, walk over to the sword and I poke it. Mine is much better looking than yours, but that's just me. So,
See, now they're comparing swords and showing off and saying mine's prettier than yours.
also bigger.
I mean, yeah, yours might be pretty, but mine is a bit bigger, but that's besides the point.
Trust me, you haven't seen mine.
Is yours like a little dagger? Or
No, the dagger is just the tip. Trust me.
You have to
Oh,
wait
And
till
the
it grows.
The tip's all you need. Anyway.
He's a grower.
so, so I know you're a good person, and I try to be a good person myself, if when I can.
You are a
and
good person.
I know you're a good person, which is why. How do you reconcile it? Like, how do you keep giving it souls without, I don't know. I don't know.
It's simple, Sablin. Whenever I take a soul from somebody, I just remember that I am, in fact, not a good person. I happen to be your friend, but do not mistake that for some sort of nobility on my part. I don't know what you've managed to get yourself into with this thing, but I suppose if you need a little bit of a pep talk here, if you need some sort of theory to assuage your consciousness, or your conscience, you could look at it this way. Everybody, if you're a good person, Sablin, typically it means that the people you're fighting, killing even, probably aren't. And people like that, they end up in a hell of one sort or another. Well, I don't. Does this thing even send them to hell? I poke it again, or is it just
I think he just eats them.
Well, there you go.
Or she just eats them. I'll have to ask that question later.
Well, there you go. If it just consumes them, then I mean, better than them burning forever in hell, right? Or better than them being brought back and terrorizing people again? Is there something so wrong with Oblivion?
I mean, compared to those other options, it's still just the obliteration of a soul like that.
As opposed to, again, burning in hell, being torn apart by demons for all eternity?
Or
falling into the
redemption,
clutches of a
maybe.
hag or something. I mean, let's face it, these people, they're not going to the Elysian halls here. They're not going to be wandering around Mount Celestia. Honestly, it might be the best thing for them.
I'll have to think on that. And I'll go ahead and let you get back to, sleeping or hot yogaing or whatever it is you were about to do.
Trust me, I am not hot yogaing.
Yeah, fair enough. But
how did that go, by the way?
It turned out it wasn't yoga, and I made a quick yet polite retreat.
Pulled out in time. Good deal.
Excuse me, I very much could argue that what we were doing is in fact tantric yoga.
And one last thing. Remember when I agreed to, kill you for that plan?
Yes, I'm aware. I remember. I was sort of there for it.
If the sword starts to turn me into something I don't want to be, something that, isn't me anymore, I think you're the only one in the group that would have it in them to stop me. If that makes any sense.
I'm sure that won't be necessary. You got a good head on your shoulders. I'll knock on his head.
And you do too. You are a good person, despite how much you protest it. And I
Out.
tap him. I'll tap him on the head too. And I'm going. And yeah, I head back to my chambers.
All right.
All right, finally, if I've got some peace and quiet, I will go over to my bed, sit down, and I'm going to cast a goddamn spell. I am not, however, using it on Agony just yet.
Okay.
Artemis will go into a meditative trance and appears in a blank white space, stares around. Right. He gestures with a hand, and the ground becomes like rolling fields filled with wildflowers of all sorts of kinds. There's a couple of hills with some willow trees on it, babbling brook, things like that. Backdrop looks like nice mountains. Just pristine Sound of Music quality landscape here. All right, this is looking good. And then he goes to snap his fingers and stops. Thinks about today. Thinks about things John has been saying earlier today. Looks at his hands. All right. Right. I'm not. So let's not pretend to be. And I'll turn into a big, shaggy black sheepdog instead. And then I'll summon the target of this. I will summon Katarina into the field of wildflowers.
Hey. So you do?
Assuming she's asleep. She better be asleep. It's well past her bedtime.
Yeah, she's asleep. She's asleep. And she awakens in this field. Looks around. Sees this black shaggy dog.
Hello.
Oh! Wow. Hello. Can I pet you?
Certainly.
She'll walk up and then start petting you. Kind of rough. She kind of goes against the hair sometimes. Doesn't feel great, but she's really into it.
Not the hair. Sure.
What's your name?
I'm Archie. I'm Archie the dog.
Oh, Archie. It's a nice name.
Thank you. What's your name?
My name's Katarina. Nice to meet you, Archie.
Hello, Katarina. And I'll bend down and I'll offer her a piggyback ride.
Oh,
yes. Just be a ride.
Yes, please. And she
All right.
hops on top.
All right. And for 1 hour, Artemis is going to get the things wanted since day fucking one and just play with his goddamn daughter. Only took 5th level spells to do it. Jesus.
Oh, but you have a wonderful hour playing and bounding through this meadow, and Katarina's just giggling the entire time and having so much fun. And yeah,
it is totally not creepy at all that you are stalking your daughter in her dreams.
I don't really have many other options. But once I'm done, after about an hour or so, I'll dismiss the spell, let her go back to sleeping normally. Wake up. All right, now to work, and I'll do it again because I've got 2 of these.
Okay.
This time I'll target Agony. And I'll shape her dreams to something that Agony likes. I'll do the river where... Oh, wow. Okay, this is weird. Yeah, we'll do the river. The river where we usually camp by whenever we visit the Earth Cult, because we do that a lot in this fucking game. And I'll just sort of conjure that up. I'll have a little stump, bottle of wine, glass, whatever, what is she like? Celery. I'll make celery. And yeah, make it comfortable, and then I'll summon agony into it.
Okay. So as you make this lovely scene, and as you begin to summon agony into this scene, I need you to make me a spellcasting ability check, as it seems that there's some other power that has hold of her dreams and her unconscious mind.
All right, let me
see if you can beat Rohini.
Let me just double check this real quick here. Okay, ability check. So I can use it if I fuck this up. I've got this.
I'll make a roll.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Well,
I will. Hang on. I'll burn Dark One's own luck to add a D10. As long as I don't roll a 1. Okay, there. That.
All right. Nice. So yes. Shit. Yeah. So you roll. You roll. You summon. You're like able to wrest free Agony's consciousness from this power that's holding her and bring her into this scene you've created.
And I don't know if this matters, but I didn't use that many spell points. I'm at 54 out of 66.
All right. Oh yeah,
I
nice.
was being very cautious of it.
Well, okay. Here's what I'll say. Actually, well, no, never mind. Yeah, you. So Artemis, are you there in this dream when she arrived?
I think I technically have to be. I don't think I can leave it. I could change my appearance, I think. Let me roll up here. Yeah, I don't think I can leave it. I have to stay here because I'm like the messenger for it. I could hide or something like that, yeah. I won't this time, though. I'll just conjure her up.
Cool. So Agony, yeah, you're in one of those terrible dreams you've been having, but then suddenly you kind of feel your consciousness be pulled away from it, and it gets smaller and smaller, and then suddenly you appear in this scene that Artemis has created, and he's standing right there.
Ta-da!
I assume you did. This is the thing you were talking about?
Unless you're just dreaming about me.
Please. Well, celery. I don't mind if I do. I've not had this in a long time. This is nice.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Why the
Figured I'd pick a spot that we have some history with.
Yeah.
Yeah, so. I'm sure you want to be alone. You wouldn't want to be around here with me. So, I'll, do something else, I guess.
Well, I mean, you don't have to, I guess, but I'm not drinking. Still.
Why not?
I know it's a dream.
I'll bend down, pick up a glass, offer you. Why not? Come on. You haven't been drinking since Palouse disappeared.
Yes, that's true, and he's back, and I am feeling a lot better about that. I guess I'll have one glass.
That's fine. I'm not asking you to overindulge. Lord knows I'm tired of carrying your...
Big ass.
Carrying you up the stairs.
Yes. Well, one drink is...
I'll conjure up a glass for myself.
We could just enjoy the moonlight.
Sure.
And the peaceful crickets.
Indeed.
To saving the world and our family and friends.
To saving the world.
All right. So you guys chill.
There's no Netflix. And
No
dreams.
Netflix.
Just the chill.
No, sorry, the Netflix is going on. Netflix and chill is going on in the other room.
Yeah.
So do you get a long rest here? Are you sleeping?
That's a good. Wait a
That is a
minute.
good
Hang on. I don't think I. Oh shit! I don't think I do. Fuck it. Yeah, I'll give her a good night's sleep. I'll take the hit. Because I don't think. Yeah, I think I stay in a
Like you're in
trance.
a-
It doesn't. It says trance, but it doesn't say anything about me actually sleeping.
But it only lasts an hour, I mean.
No,
Well,
I can make it last 8 hours.
Oh. Got it.
Um,
Got it. That makes sense.
So yeah, I'll take a level of exhaustion or whatever comes with not sleeping.
So right as you are getting into your trance-like state, and Agony is going into that deep, deep sleep, and her eyes are closed and she's out of it, you just see walk past the door completely buck-ass naked John. And then a couple minutes later, you see him walk back in the other direction. And he just kind of looks in the room and goes, "Hey, hydration break," and just keeps going.
Meanwhile, in the dream, like Artemis is just like sitting there talking with Agony, and then stops and just goes. Ugh.
What was that?
Yeah, you don't want to know. Trust me. I think it has something to do with hot yoga.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm not gonna ask. Never mind. Don't tell me anything.
all right. So, and meanwhile, Agony is sleeping in a physical bedroom with Palouse, and then dreaming in a extra-dimensional meta or space with Artemis. And the
You know,
night-
Agony, I hate to get overly emotional here, but does this make me the man of your dreams?
The technicality.
The best kind of victory.
Of course.
All right. So the night passes. See, I guess Artemis does not get a long rest, but Agony does. And you get
Who's to
can
say we
remove-
can't all sleep in a little? John's gonna need a couple extra hours.
That's true. When you wake up, you can just hang out. It's fair enough.
Do we want to do that? Just hang out a little bit longer? I can try and get like the bare minimum here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, here's what I would
John
say.
is gonna need a couple of extra hours. I imagine some of the activity can be considered air quotes rest, but he's still gonna need to sleep.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah, you know what? For the purposes of this spell too, it's like you're only casting it for a minute. So, like, you cast the spell and then you're in this dream. Like, you're in a trance. Your mind is resting. I think
I'm in a trance. I'm technically dreaming. I mean, you could make the case I'm getting sleep.
Yeah. So we'll say that that maybe it like taxes you a little bit, but you just kind of hang out. You guys are taking it easy in the morning. This is like a leisurely evening for you, it seems.
Okay.
As John will be staying up late, so so you'll be waiting for him to wake up. And so yeah, so we'll say everyone gets a long rest, and Agony, you also gain this. Lose a point of exhaustion.
With
So
the
you don't have
combined
those
efforts
critical
of
points.
Palouse and Artemis, could you say I lose both points of exhaustion?
No.
That
I
sounds
tried.
like you probably mean it to.
Attempt was made.
So, y'all wake up rested in this in this space. Actually, before we start the new day, let's take like a 5-minute break.
Hey, okie dokie.
Okay.
Oh,
come
6
back.
shades.
Fine, man.
All right, I'll see y'all in a little bit.
As in a
Today.
minute.
Okay.
And it is Myrtle the 16th, I believe.
Okay.
According to my notes, possibly.
Going AFK for
Oh,
a
I
second.
need to get a new computer so I can run my own campaign now, apparently.
New computer is nice.
Yeah, mine died. That's why I'm playing on Chromebook.
When do you get your first paycheck? Is it one of those, like, you have to wait
I get
2
weekly
weeks?
paychecks.
Oh, cool.
I don't know if it's got a hold period. I imagine it's got a 1-week hold. I've never seen a job that doesn't.
Mine did not. The one that I just got recently, which was kind of
I
nice.
wouldn't mind, because if that was true, I'd be getting paid tomorrow. They pay on Mondays.
Yeah. If you've already
I
turned
wouldn't mind
hours
getting that
in,
first.
then probably.
I started Thursday. I worked all the way up until today. I've gotten about 23 hours in this week.
Like you actually clock it in. They have a clock in system or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then hopefully we will find out.
I don't mind a 1-week hold. You know what I mean? I'm
Exactly.
totally used to it.
Yeah. That's what I thought would happen, but it really didn't. I was like, dope.
Yeah. If I get paid tomorrow, cool. I can go fucking open a bank account again.
Exactly.
I haven't had one of those in 13 years either.
Oh yeah, because most. I mean, it
I
depends.
I get monthly checks, but I get them deposited into an account that isn't mine.
Mm. Yeah, because depending on the bank, like, you have to pay a fee if you don't get like
Nothing.
regular income into the checking account. But some credit unions don't do that. It's like completely free. So.
Yeah, and I also unfortunately have to. I guess at some point in time years ago, I got one of those like things where they make it so I can't have an account until I pay something off. I had some issues years ago. Overdraft fees, didn't pay a cell phone off, kind of shit.
That makes sense.
So I just have to pay somebody off to get rid of that, so I can actually open the account.
Yeah.
And until I know who the fuck that is, it's really fucking difficult.
It's also a problem.
You try faking your death?
Don't have to. I've legally died 3 times.
Oh,
There you go. Deed is done.
I have died and come back to life 3 times in my life. Yeah. Or lives, or however you want to look at it. It gets confusing, because the near deaths I don't count near deaths. Like, I used to do a lot of stupid shit adventurous-wise, and, like, nearly drowned multiple times, whitewater rafting and stupid shit.
I would still say it counts
the
as
same day.
1 because it's only
Multiple
a
near-death
second
experiences
one.
in the same day?
Because it's only like a new life if you start over from 0 and you haven't. So therefore, it's the same one still. You just got some 1-ups.
some quantic alternate reality versions of Sam died. A couple of those are down, but
Yeah, just like in,
Listen,
Rick and
if that's
Morty.
true, there's an infinite number of resets, so I'm good. I'm just afraid for that one Nazi version of me that's out there somewhere. He's going to be a real fucking trouble. And the cult leader me. Because a lot of people told me I should be a cult leader in this life.
what you do is to find a way to go to those dimensions and kill them, thus absorbing them into the singularity
I'm
version
not
of
going to be
yourself.
the one. I know what you're
Yes!
talking about.
Yes!
I fucking love that Jet Li
I haven't
movie.
seen that movie in probably 10 plus years. It was fantastic.
It was
What
like
movie?
the one.
Jet Li's The One.
Oh, that's a great movie.
I have not seen that movie.
We're talking about how Sam should go to alternate realities and start, killing alternate versions of himself to take their power and credit history.
I was thinking of the episode of Rick and Morty where he has the reset button every time he does it. He's like killing a version of himself in a different dimension.
Oh, that one. Yeah, that's also a good one.
It's basically the same principle.
Yeah. Oh, in the one movie.
Yeah. Well, no, in the one, it's the infinite dimensions and the infinite different versions of it. And the theory is that each time you kill another one, the power that exists, like, splits to all the others. So as you reach closer and closer to only being one, all of them are greater parts of the sum. Kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, instead of all of them being 0.0001, now they're all 0.05. And the idea is this one guy wants to kill all of his others so he can become the one with all of the collective power and energy. Basically, I guess would be the way to put it, right?
Does that movie have like a part where like he's like standing at the top of like a ziggurat on like time hell prison, just
Yeah, and
kicking
all
everyone
of
else
the
off
other
of it?
versions of him are all running up the thing to get him. Yeah.
Wasn't
What are you guys
the
talking
soundtrack?
about?
We're talking about Jet Li's The One.
Oh, okay.
Wasn't the soundtrack by Drowning Pool too? Like it was the
Like,
movie that
and
had
some
all the
others,
bodies
yeah.
on the floor as like its main song.
Oh my god.
Yeah, especially for that scene
it
at
was.
the end right there.
I never saw that movie. I know exactly the movie you're talking about, but I never saw it.
2001 film. Well, I've never even heard of it.
I need to rewatch it. It probably has been 20 years since I've seen it.
It's probably been like 15
It's
for
been
me, yeah.
20 years since it's been out.
I remember, God, what was the
Whack.
Jet Li movie I watched like a million times? Cradle to the Grave?
Oh
Yes,
god,
that
that
movie.
movie.
I haven't seen that. No.
Oh god,
That's
I
the
remember
one,
that
yeah,
movie.
With
that's the
DMX.
one with what's his name?
Yeah.
Yeah, DMX.
Oh, that
DMX.
sounds good. I didn't look that up because that sounds like a good song.
Wasn't
DMX
it like
Don't they
Jet Li.
fight in a ring of fire or something?
Yes.
Also, wasn't
Yeah.
it basically like Romeo and Juliet as with Jet
No.
Li and DMX?
Well, there's like-
or no,
There's the
it's based on,
Romeo
like-
Must Die.
no,
Yeah.
that's it. Yeah, and then there's another
That's a
like
different Jet Li movie.
a lot of those things are also based on famous things. Like just like I said before, Lion King is Macbeth.
Uh-huh.
That they all use the same basic story principles, and I could have swore that it was like that, but yeah, I can't remember.
Actually, I think Lion King is Hamlet, not Macbeth.
No,
And
it's
Lion-
Yeah,
Macbeth.
it's Hamlet. No, it's Hamlet.
Yeah, it's Hamlet.
Macbeth is where there's like witches that give him power, and his wife is crazy and all this stuff. It's Hamlet.
And Lion
Yeah.
King 2 is Romeo and Juliet. Though now I'm really sad there isn't Lion King 3 that is Lion Macbeth.
Uh-huh.
I feel like that'd be a little dark for Disney.
All right. Well, welcome back, everyone. So, should we get started?
Yes.
Yes.
You all wake up the day after these meetings and discussions and dreams, and you're feeling great. You gather for breakfast. Oscar's there, very happy. And you're making your plans for what you're going to do next.
So we have stone giants and stone golems. We have, from you guys tell me, gnomes and robots. What else can we get to help?
What about
Well-
that one lich thing that we found that one time?
Rimwick, we could help him. That's probably a good idea. Valklandar, as much as his agents annoy me by taking over our house, would probably be good. He's got robots of his own.
And if we meet up with Wagner, maybe we can find a way to save those gnolls he took.
Possibly. The Knights of Samular, we might be able to talk to them. I understand Renwick's brother used to be a member of their order, so we might be able to sort of swing that to our advantage.
How do we know Valkandar will help us, though? We have the
We
lich's
don't.
word.
We don't.
I'm
I'd
sure
say
he
we should
would
probably do
for
the Lich
money.
first.
Yeah, also to remind you,
That we don't
the
have.
Lich and the Knights of Samular are connected. because you know that Renwick. The thing that Renwick asked you to do was to go find his brother's corpse, which was in the delegation that got ambushed way back when,
Mm-hmm.
and to help bring it to where it was going, which is the Knights of Samular, which is Summit Hall. Samular's
so
brother.
Right, so Renwick himself doesn't want the corpse. He wants the corpse delivered.
Exactly.
Okay.
So I'm out of the two.
Yeah, I mean, we'd have to go to Summit Hall anyway if we found the brother of the corpse of the brother of Renwick. So we may be able to talk to them. Considering that's a possible 2 for 1, I say we do that first. It's a good idea, Palouse. There's also the issue or the possibility of the the Drow. They are willing to help us a little bit more.
I mean, they gave us plans or whatever.
Yeah, they did give us a map of the facility. Who knows how reliable this thing is? That's why it might actually benefit us if we got a little bit cozier with them. John?
John just looks at you like he looks drained, and he just goes, I don't know if I got it in me right now.
Well, okay.
Last night was pretty rough with the yoga.
Man, I think I expelled everything I had in me.
Got all that bad chi out, right?
And some of the good, to be honest.
Okay. Well, why don't you just take it easy there, Broken Arrow? We'll try and figure something out.
It's not broken. It's just depleted.
I see. Okay. Well, I hand John a glass of milk. Here you go. We'll see how much vitamin E we can round up for you. But in the meantime, just keep in mind that just keep the idea in mind. Are you open to the idea of working with your father a little bit more?
John. Sam.
Yeah, John.
I can hear you guys. Hold on. I can hear you guys.
I can hear you.
I can hear you now.
Yeah. John just goes, I would prefer a glass of milk, of water, not milk, and he hands you back the glass of milk. He goes, as for working with him, once he's working, he's generally very, good about it. He did accomplish a lot back in his day, but
John, I think Artemis is talking about the
I'm sorry.
not father.
I'm sorry,
father.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Your
Logical one.
sire.
Oh,
the Drow.
yes, you have to remember, he's sperm daddy.
Okay, I am not calling him that, but anyway.
How about shitty father?
No, he in no
Evil
way,
father?
shape, or form is.
Evil
we'll just go with
ancestor?
sire.
I gotta look at my sword.
I really dislike sire the most of all for some reason.
Okay, well, fine.
We'll
Whatever.
just call him Lieutenant
Zorro.
Zorro, yeah.
Shitty
What
Zorro.
Vader? I hear that means father.
I feel like, but there has to be something that indicates that he's dark and evil in front of him.
Right.
How would you go about that? How
Okay,
would you
so
do that
anyway,
in
so
Zemnian?
fine.
Like Darth Vader.
A
Artemis.
horrible relative.
Fine, Dark Vadar or whatever.
No. How would you say dark, though, in Zemnian? I think there's a way to say it, right?
Darth.
It's like Darth or something.
Okay, so Darth Vader. Yeah, we'll just call him Darth Vader.
Whatever. Would you be willing to work with him?
John just kind of looks at you, and he takes a really big glass of water, and he just goes,
Is it
I don't
racist
know,
if I
man.
say, are you willing to go over to the dark side? Is that...
oh, I've already been on the dark side for a long time, but
Considering he's looking to take over the entire Drow population on his own, it's likely he's not working with an emperor, so...
okay, listen, so...
You think he
I'll
knows
take
what
the
doggy
bullet.
style is?
Listen, I'll take the bullet, I'll do the doggy style, but working with him, you have to promise me something.
What's up?
In the end, we kill him.
Sure. Yeah, that's fine. I don't. All I care about is getting the job done.
We could do that after we save the world.
As long as he is dead and he gains no power from this action, I have no problem taking the bullet and doing the doggy style.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, we're getting a bit ahead of ourselves with that. I don't know. Anyway.
So we had this map of the inside of this place that they were going to use to do the sneaky infiltratey stuff. Did we meet like a that one group back at the town of the figurines, the Silent, I think they're called?
The
Like,
silence, yeah. What about them?
Were they? Do you think they could maybe do something effective with having a map of the inside of there?
They might be able to. The small issue is that they sort of tried to murder us last time, but considering we murdered them better, they might be willing to listen to us this time. There's also the Grey Wolf tribe out in the Crypt Garden Forest, who, incidentally, the silence would be on the way to.
Yeah, I'm putting you back on this map so you can think
So
about.
how much time do we have left?
We have enough time to pick up Sir Cluckers.
A little bit less than a 10-day.
Honestly, out of all of the possible allies, I honestly think Sir Cluckers would be
If
the
you
biggest
say Grund,
difference.
okay.
No,
It's a pretty strong guy.
Grund is like third on the list. Sir Cluckers is absolutely the most beneficial
Grund
ally
has
you can
bigger
have on the battlefield.
priorities.
As for second place, I think you all know who that is.
I look at everyone.
Is it Grund?
No, it's his pickles.
Oh.
Right.
Anyway.
Well, I like
there's
the
also
Renwick
the small issue
idea,
of
so
getting
maybe
that
we
collar
should.
off.
Oh, yeah, the collar for Oscar.
I'm sorry, what were you saying, Agony?
I like the Renwick idea first, so maybe we should go to Riverguard Keep. It was to find the.
I think we want to go
first?
just north of Riverguard Keep. We want to go to that X, right?
Yes, to find the brother thing.
Right.
Yeah, that X is where you had heard that the delegation got ambushed.
We could definitely do that first, and then think of where else to go on the way there.
Yeah, maybe
Sounds
we
like a good idea.
Yeah, we can go there, then down to deliver the casket, then up to the monastery to let Renwick know and talk about him potentially helping us more, and then we're round the road down to Valkendar's place.
All right.
Sounds like a good idea.
So you do that. You travel over towards the river where you had heard of the this ambush taking place. And
what's it like for us all getting into sunlight for the first time in like a week?
Seeing sunlight? Yeah, that's a good point. It is it is shocking a bit. It's probably really nice, but it's like it's been a few days. It's been a few days since you have seen light.
It feels like months, to be honest, man.
First time these eyes are seeing sunlight. These new eyes.
John is just going to, when he hits the sunlight for the first time in days, he is going to audibly hiss.
That is the correct reaction.
And then you go walking for a while. Like this is also the farthest you've walked in a little bit, because you walk 4 miles towards the river, and as you start to get close, who are more of the guides of the group? I want 2 of you to make survival checks.
I'd say probably
Palouse and maybe John?
Who am I doing now? What?
John, what's your survival?
I'm with Sablin.
My survival's
Sablin, what's your survival?
0.
What do you say, Sablin?
0.
Oh, goody. Then it's up. Yeah, okay.
We've been underground for too long.
Yeah. So
Listen, John was never a survivalist.
It's. I mean, you at least know enough to know how to go
Wait,
east
no, I
and
think
go
I have
towards
Jack
the
of all
river.
trades.
We
No, I
keep like
don't.
stopping
I'm
to
not
look at the
bard yet.
map. Like, do you think maybe this is like a tree and that's the same tree?
And
Clearly,
ultimately,
clearly, that's a tree.
Is grass supposed to be this green? It's been a while since I've seen actual grass.
Well, there's like a
Well,
hill drawn on the map here. Do you think
Well,
it's this
actually-
hill?
Guys, listen. It's that way.
Oh, and
So-
ain't that true?
Okay.
So what happens is as you come out of the Vale. Actually, I should have mentioned this because you don't come up to just like a normal, nice, sunny day. Although actually you do to some extent, because right where the Vale exits just happens to be right in like the eye of these storms. There are currently 4 large elemental storms happening around you. You see these circles on the map. That's what
Oh,
those
so
are.
it's not like a sunny day when we go out. It's kind of gloomy and looking
Yeah,
apocalyptic.
it's like you're kind of in the eye of this storm that, like, to one direction, you just see, like, I mean, you can still see some distance, but on one side, it's like tornadoes that are just dotting the landscape. Like, there are multiple just coming down from the sky and tearing up the hills.
Yeah, fuck that direction.
There, in another direction, there is water just like flooding from the river and
Fuck that direction too.
kind of coming up everywhere and flooding through the hills, and it's raining terribly hard. In another direction, there are like cracks in the earth, and there seems to be like constant earthquake, and the hills are just falling apart.
Oh
That's
God.
also fuck that direction.
This
And in
is-
another direction, there is firestorms, just fire
And-
raining down from the sky.
And definitely fuck that one. Okay, well,
So,
We've got to hurry up.
are we sure it's not too late? Because it's already looking pretty end of the worldish right now.
This is definitely what I've seen in my dreams, except almost not as bad.
And so you head into the, like, amidst both earthquake and pouring rain. And so it reasonably takes you a while to find this place. Takes you a couple hours as you're just walking around the river, as you know that it was like near the river where they got. It was on the far side of the river. So you have to get down there and ford across, which is not easy, especially in this like harsh weather environment. But eventually you do come upon what is now like a washed up grave site where shallow graves were dug around. And you notice that some of them have kind of washed up. There are various humanoids around, some of which you kind of recognize their outfits. You recognize some Feathergale Knights that have been buried here. You recognize one of those earth cultists with the stone armor. You also recognize a few people wearing this black jacket that has like a red axe emblazoned on it, which you recognize as the symbol of Mirabar, of their delegation. You also notice that there is a one grave that seems just completely empty. Like it was dug, something was buried here, and this one's actually a little bit deeper than the others. But something was like uncovered and dragged off, as you notice some marks pulling away from it.
I think this could be where the casket was.
potentially. I assume Rimwick isn't Rimwick's brother isn't any of these people. Samula. So, yeah, I guess.
I guess something we can do but follow the tracks then, huh?
I guess so.
And yeah, I'm gonna start following the marks where it was drugged towards.
All right. So you follow in the direction, which is fairly easy to follow. It looks like it's not like it's somewhat recent. Like a lot of the earth is pretty muddy, and it's to the point that like maybe this happened before the storm started, maybe not. But not far before. It seems like it's something that was kind of fairly recent within the last few days. And you follow it. It's easy enough to follow as it's just this drag, like big drag mark that's maybe 3 feet wide almost, through the mud. And you follow it for about a mile up the river. Actually, I guess so. Now you're up here, and it leads into a cave.
Well, looks like someone got to it before us. Let's hope the body's still in there.
Hmm.
And that is
Uh,
the
I'll-
body we're looking for.
I'll send Orpheus into the cave, have him go invisible, and send him on in there, scout out.
All right. So he goes into the cave. He immediately sees a room that has it's like a cavernous room, and on either side are two like ledges cut out into the side of this cavern walls, and there's a small path ahead that is completely blocked with boulders, and filling this room are a bunch of corpses. There's an ogre, there's a skeleton of a minotaur, and there are various other skeletons that are just sitting seemingly lifeless in this space.
Okay, guys, we got a whole bunch of bodies in the chamber up ahead. Like, a whole lot of them. Lots of different kinds, too.
Remember that one time we went into a cave and there was a bunch of zombies?
I remember the
Just
time
good
we went to...
times.
Good time.
Good times.
A long time ago.
I remember one time we went to a cave around here and got attacked by elemental cold.
Is this like the cave where we tricked that one ghost into giving away his treasures?
No, this is more like the cave where we went into and got and fought a bunch of mosquito things and then attacked by a giant bug.
Right.
Kind of a big pond there, if I remember.
I don't think it was to scale.
It was outside the cave, not inside the cave.
Now that I think about it, caves and us don't have a very good track record. Okay, but
Yeah, caves are bad.
I'm going to use Divine Sense to try and let me reread what Divine Sense does. It's been probably a long time since I used it. Let's see here. Know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet of me. Yeah, I'm gonna use Divine Sense and try and see if any of the bodies here are undead.
Ooh, smart.
All right. So, and what is the range?
60 feet.
So as you stand at the mouth of the cave, you get a heavy aura of undead coming from this space, and you can sense that within that cave, there are multiple undead entities.
All right, I turn to Artemis. So, when Orpheus said he saw like skeletons and ogre corpses and other, did he mention them moving or?
no, we did not.
Okay, because I'm pretty sure that we go in there, they're going to start moving. Just kind of have a bit of a hunch, like a bit of a magic hunch.
Okay.
So what you're saying is blow them up right now.
Not the worst idea.
I'll look at Agony. Blow him up.
Was there anyone not dead in the cave?
I don't know. All I can tell is that there's undead stuff in there. Did Orpheus see anybody not dead or undead?
He didn't report it.
Yeah, not in that room that he went into. No.
Is there any obvious way out of this room?
So there's like one opening that is like totally blocked off with boulders and such. But that's kind of where you could see that the. Well, actually, why don't you why don't you have Orpheus make a perception check?
Okay. Oh, what is that? One sec. Perception. Does he have? He does not. So it just wasn't. 20.
So
no, 19. Sorry.
yeah, so he looks around. He does see that it seems that these boulders are blocking away where the path goes from the whatever was being dragged. He notices again there's these two different ledges. Like when you come in, there's one on your left that actually has a ladder going up it. It's about 15 feet high. And there's one on the left that's a little higher, maybe like 20, 25 feet up this ledge. And in the back of that ledge, he does see like kind of an opening in the stone.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm not seeing any living people, just a lot of bodies. There are a few openings that we could go through. There are ladders on either side. But yeah, it looks like it's just a bunch of corpses.
And we don't find like any more drag marks.
No,
I think drag marks continue like through a path that's blocked by boulders. Is that correct?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. The drag marks like go through this room, and then the path that is blocked with boulders is where they went.
We need to find the megaton hammer to break the rocks. Gotcha.
Yep.
Can Orpheus like fly down and just pick up a skull and drop it? See what happens?
See if they all wake up.
Like from one of the skeletons?
Yeah.
Or like a rock or something to alert them.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go with a rock.
Okay, so he grabs a rock and he tries to drop it. And he does, and the skeleton that's nearest to the rock that's dropped just turns its head swiftly. And then slowly, as nothing else happens, just moves its head back and kind of drops it down.
That's creepy.
All right, all the skeletons in there probably animated.
Wonderful. Maybe we could gather them into a choke point so that we could blow them up.
How big is the room? Could do you guys just blow them up before we go in?
What if we try to convince him to be good?
The room's like about 50-foot diameter. 40 to 50 foot.
So double the blowing up should do it.
Yeah, if you guys want, I can run in there, get their attention, run out, and you guys can just blow them up as they get to the entrance. If they get hit by the edge of your explosion, probably won't hurt that bad.
If you'd like to.
Yeah, I can do that.
I would still recommend not standing so close to me as I do the blowing up.
Okay, guess I'll just do a little countdown, then run in and just get ready to shoot past me as I run back out.
All right. So you run in the room, and you see there are 5 skeletons around you. Like humanoid-sized skeletons. One large minotaur skeleton, and an ogre, like the rotting corpse of an ogre, that all, as you walk in, slowly start standing up and moving towards you immediately.
Tell me you do that Timon and Pumbaa dance, like to taunt them.
Yeah. Yeah, I dance a little, kind of wave my arm like, hey, and I just turn around and start dashing back.
He's a big pig. You could be a big pig too.
All right. So you start dashing back out of and Artemis and Agony both have spells prepared
Oh yeah.
to throw
Yeah.
it. Okay. Let me just kind of set these guys up. They're dumb. This is a good plan.
Oh,
So yeah, I'd say you can hit
Right.
all of them as they're like following out the entrance.
okay.
You see like these 5 skeletons and the ogre and minotaur zombie or minotaur skeleton. So why don't you both cast your fireballs as you throw them? I have one combat song I can play.
This is awkward. I don't have fireball anymore.
Oh no!
I just have this.
Yikes.
Synaptic
Okay.
static. So it does psychic damage, but it's also got like a debuff thing, but it is otherwise identical to fireball in terms of range and all that stuff.
Okay, nice. I'm sorry, I just wanted to read the.
It was a d6. Cool. So add 4 damage to my roll because I rerolled.
And you get a little explosion off of you, don't you? Because you got a
Yep.
6.
And hopefully no one was standing near me because I told them not to.
So you got 35, or no, I'm sorry, you got 20. You got 32, and Artemis got 31, so that's 63. Well, let me roll. They're different saves. Just gonna roll for the skeletons as a group for each of them. Dex save.
FYI, mine cues off intelligence.
Yeah. Nice. And actually, I guess for the skeletons, it doesn't matter because with the 2 of them, even if they succeed on both, all of those skeletons just between the fire and the static, they all just either blow up or kind of like jolt and fall down limp, and like all the kind of limbs or bones like disassociate and scatter. So they all did.
Do I get clipped by either of the spells?
No. Well, why don't you make me a athletics check as you try to like run in and run out. It's not gonna be a high DC, but yeah, you're fine as you run in and rush back out. So then let's make saves for these 2 guys. So this is the ogre. Oh no. The undead ogre isn't dexterous or smart. What are you talking about? No. All right. So that's 63 to each of them. And I'm going to bring you guys onto a map in a second, and we're going to roll initiative. So give me just a second before you roll initiative. But so I'm going to bring you to the map.
Can we draw a pond?
Okay.
No, because it has to be outside the cave, not inside the cave.
You can have ponds inside caves.
Well, let me
That's
pull
true.
up real
Yeah.
quick. Let me make a little outside space since you all are actually standing outside. So let me just add a little bit to this.
There you go. I'd imagine it's still flooding, so there's got to be multiple small ponds around.
Okay, let me bring you to the map. Just give me one more second.
Ooh, those look cool.
Ooh, pretty.
All right. Can you see where you are? Did I just move you into a spot you can't see?
I see myself, but it's
I-
like we're in the middle of
Yeah.
darkness.
Okay, here.
Yeah, it's just black around us.
Let me try.
Around me.
How about now?
Thank you.
Yeah, no.
Aha!
That's orange.
And you
It's
can see
muddy
the space
outside.
Yeah.
in
Mhm.
front of you where the zombies are?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, so you guys can kind of be wherever you want in that space. You can back up if you want to be a little farther. But there you go. And you guys can click on yourselves and roll initiative, yeah.
I rolled low.
Okay, let me roll.
Well, if you're gonna stay close to me, someone's gonna get burned.
I'm working on it.
Oh yeah, and yeah, so who was... Why don't you roll me a 1d4 agony, because as you cast your... Unless I guess it was maybe Artemis was right next to you as you were both casting your spells, so I'm just going to say it was Artemis.
That makes sense. That's right. This is my fault, so.
He does take reduced fire damage, so.
Mhm.
And you rolled it was d5, or it was 5, right?
One.
Or no, that was your re-roll, so you still need to roll the damage.
Yeah.
Should be a d4.
1d4.
Because you're pretty fresh. Alright, so 3, but I think you reduced that to be only 1.
Okay.
Just a little lick of fire.
Sorry. I like put it out.
Alright. And so you guys have fucked up some of these skeletons. The Minotaur and the Ogre seem like they're rushing towards you, though. Oh, but let me bring them down by 63 hit points. Oof. Yeah, that does a lot to them.
We've defeated your combat.
The job here is done.
Until the undead dragon comes in.
Duh.
What leaves behind those boulders?
Oh god.
Alright, so John, it's your turn as you see these two large, lumbering undead moving towards you out of the cave. Are you there, Sam?
Sam.
Did he fall asleep again?
Yes, you cannot hear me?
Oh,
Yeah,
there we
now
go.
we
can. Now I can.
Now we can.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, this whole setup is fucking weird, man. Every once in a while I hear rope. And so
Yeah, you're cutting out a little bit.
that as well.
Looks like he
Oh,
cast
fairy fire, nice. Awesome.
On the two of
Cool, I'll roll dex saves. What color do you make them? Or are you trying to make them? The Minotaur skeleton fails. So it's purple or whatever. So the skeleton, the Minotaur, gets bathed in purple light, but the ogre is able to shrug it off.
and then I'm gonna back up, and that'll be my turn.
All right, Agony, cast your fireball. You got these two big ones left. What are you doing?
Let's go with classic doobie firebolt. Let's go with that. On the
Classic firebolt.
Minotaur. Oh, well.
All right,
don't
towards the
know.
Minotaur.
Yep.
18 because it has fairy fire will hit.
Oh, yeah, dope. 10 damage.
Oof.
And nobody gets burned.
All right.
Always good.
So you just hit it with a firebolt. Anything else?
That's it.
All right. Sibellin, these two monstrous creatures are rushing towards you. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna run up to meet them, stopping about here. I'm gonna whisper to my sword. All right, these probably don't really have souls, but I mean, would they work? Would they do? Probably not. And I'll unsheath it, and I'll cast Eldritch Blast at the Minotaur skeleton.
Okay. Oof. Yes, that'll hit.
Woo. Nice.
For 8 plus 6. And
14.
a second Eldritch Blast to the same skeleton.
Yes, that's going to hit.
I'm trying to direct these kind of like shadowy tendrils going to go like underneath the dead skeletons to try and kind of make it look like I'm just kind of brandishing the sword while these are going to stick up and kind of getting at its ankles.
Yeah. Well, that is...
In the back, Artemis is going, my evil little boy's all grown up.
Well, that is what you needed to kill the skeleton. So it doesn't get a turn. You come in and with that crit, tell me how you take this guy out with your Eldritch Blasts.
I was definitely aiming for like the ankles to try and keep the little shadowy tendrils as low and non-visible as possible, so it just kind of topples from the ankles down, just kind of falls down, like just very vertically, just collapses.
Just like a tree falling over.
Yeah.
All right.
And then with my bonus action, I'll turn on the flame tongue stuff.
All right. Palouse, it's your turn.
I'm going to... I mean, these things look fucking dead already.
Do you even need to rage? Can you just go in reckless attack? Probably, like, kill the ogre.
Can your jump spell from your axe get you to the ogre?
Yeah, maybe. Here, let's see.
Don't forget your axe bonus thing that you haven't been doing. Whatever that is, I forgot what it was.
Is I think your speed is it 30 or is it higher?
It's 30. Not that cool.
No one.
I could cast the jump spell.
Oh, that's right. You're not full barbarian.
No, unfortunately not.
That's right. Oh, okay.
It's actually kind of cooler not to be, though.
That's fair.
You know what? I'm just gonna use my javelins, So I'm gonna get up there.
Okay.
I'll go there. And then I'll take my javelins and I'll start throwing them.
Oof. All right. First one is a miss. But the second one you hit that big old ogre.
Okay.
All right. Do 9 damage.
And I guess that'll be it.
So you rush forward, throwing your javelins at the ogre, who then is just like charging mindlessly. The javelin seems to not slow it down at all. And it'll come actually straight for Palouse, or I'm sorry, Sabelin, who kind of came into this place first. And this ogre has this large morning star that it brings down towards Sabelin. With a 23 to hit.
With a reaction, I'll cast Shield.
All right. So you cast your shield, and the morning star deflects off the magical shadowy shield.
Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah.
All right, and that's it. That's all the ogre does. And it is Artemis's turn.
All right. Don't want to be shown up by the newbie. So, I am going to also Eldritch Blast. Uh-oh. 11 to hit?
The ogre is quite easy to hit. Yes, that will.
Oh, thank God. Okay. 10 and 10.
All right. So you do a couple hits.
That's Artemis.
Oops. All right, a couple hits to the ogre. At the end of the round, you, Sibelin, and Palouse hear from the right up that there's this large ledge, this tall ledge at the edge of the cave, and you hear a voice come from there that says, "Who's come to my lair?" And let me roll for this person. Oof. Should have rolled last round. Okay. So yep, they're right at the bottom there. Alright. So yeah. That's it for that one.
So Artemis, and not hear that.
No, you did not hear that, no.
1, 2. Hold on. And then I'm going to throw a dagger.
Oops, sorry.
And sneak attack if it
17 will hit, definitely, yeah.
is. What's sneak attack at this level?
Ooh, I don't know, you tell me.
That's hold on, more than that. 46.
Oof. 4d6, alright.
Yeah, but I did not do well.
Yeah, bad rolls. So that's 6 plus 8. And yes,
You're
it was.
still an ally within 5 feet of it.
Yeah.
As long as there's an ally within 5 feet, I can sneak attack.
Yeah, so 14 damage. All right.
That'll be my turn.
All right, Agony, you see this ogre still standing up against your friends Palouse and Sibelin. What are you going to do?
Let's another fireball. Why not? That's what we got going on. There we go. 20. Yeah,
20 will hit, yeah, no doubt.
And you get fired. I'm sorry. You're not fired.
All right, it's
but...
still standing. This thing is like a tank, but it's getting hurt.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, Artemis.
Artemis takes another 2 fire damage.
Will you cut that out?
Well, maybe don't stand so close.
Well, maybe you should just stop shooting fire randomly.
That's not how this works.
Does this have something to do with you not being able to control your abilities?
Yes, I think.
We will talk about this later.
All right. So, Sibelin, it is your turn. This ogre in front of you.
I'm gonna maneuver slightly closer to that ledge that I heard the voice come from. I'm just gonna turn towards it and just call out, "Hey, who was up there? Call this thing off!"
And you just hear a...
Okay, and I'm going to take my sword and take a couple swings at our ogre friend.
All right, go ahead.
22.
Oof, yep, that's gonna hit.
For 18.
Oof. It's still up. Just barely.
And I'm going to turn back again. Are you sure?
You hear it. Yeah!
Alright, swinging again.
Yep, that's gonna hit.
Just throw a level
17.
1 smite in there to guarantee it. Because it would get the bonus D8.
You know what? Not a bad idea. I'm going to throw on a level 1 smite on there.
So...
You got Warlock Spells you can use for it and regen on it, right?
So you see the this creature, this ogre, as you slash into it, it kind of falls down. The ogre falls down on its knees and seemingly is resisting death, is regenerating and or not regenerating, but just this thing has so many cuts and gashes. You're like, don't think it's going to go down. Even though it looked like it was on death's door, the slash that you gave, you're not sure until that radiant energy pulses through it. And then it just flashes through its eyes and it falls down dead.
Good thing you did that.
Yeah,
thanks for the yeah, good thing it's Sam.
All right.
And that would be me. Go on.
All right. So, Palouse, you've still heard these voices from up above, but all the zombies in this room adjacent to you are dead.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll mosey my way up there, right?
Yeah, you could try to start climbing. It's about a 20-foot ledge to get up
instead
there.
of that, I can move here, and then I can cast. I could do jump, I guess, right? What does jump do?
I
Just gives
think
you a
it
higher
triples
jump.
the height you can jump. Yeah.
Something
Yeah,
like that.
you can
But
definitely
it
do
still
that.
limits the actual it's something weird.
Yeah, you're still limited to the movement speed that you have.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say that if you cast it, you could move there and jump up to the top of the ledge. You wouldn't be able to move any farther without a dash action. But
Okay, so I can move 20 feet up here and then jump to the am I grabbing on the ledge or something like that?
no, you can jump because you're tripled. I'm sure your jump is.
Yeah, I'm doing a Mario triple jump. Yep.
Yeah, you're just boing,
Little flip thing.
you just jump right up there.
Okay. Cool.
All right, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Because it was the action to cast the spell,
Yes,
right? And
correct.
then you jumped, so that was your action and your movement.
I'll use my bonus action to rage at this point.
Although if you don't get attacked before your next turn, won't that end?
Well, hopefully he attacks me.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to. All right, so Palouse, you're at the top of the ledge. Artemis,
Yep.
what are you doing?
Artemis, just well, I guess everything's and stops, listens, and hears that the battle music is still playing. So he's like, okay, never mind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
The same one song
yeah, I
going
guess
over and over again.
Looks down to the ground, sees that there's this grid on it. He's like, never mind. I'm still doing this. I guess I'll dash to get here. I don't know what's going on. I'll just sort of peek around and whisper to Sable, what is Palouse doing?
He heard a voice coming from that ledge. He seems to be this guy's place. I'm assuming he, summoned all those things, so yeah, it's not over yet.
Oh, delightful. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. Ooh, Dungeon Master, when we blew up those skeletons, did we destroy them, or because it was fire and psychic, are they just down?
They're just down.
Oh, okay. Instead of dashing, hold on. I was right here. This is the perfect opportunity for this. Dance Macabre. Let's see. Up to 5, small or medium. How many skeletons we got? Exactly 5. All right. So Artemis will hold up his hand and conjure and exhale a small little cinder that burns orange in his palm, and I just sort of blow it over to those skeletons. It'll separate into 5 little beads that go into the skulls, and they rise with this burning orange light in their eyes. Now they're my zombie. My
Alright.
skeletons.
You raise these zombies. And okay, give me a second.
Mhm.
Let me bring them back.
I assume I hear them rattling to life behind me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you would see them coming up.
Okay, I turn back towards the ledge like, well, we can put them back down just as fast as you can raise them up.
No, those are mine.
They're yours? Like Bugsby yours? Or like yours?
They're mine.
Oh. Yeah, hey, we got a necroman too, huh?
Well, is that the end of your turn?
Well, now that I've got a bonus action, I will command them all to climb the ledge along with Palouse.
All right.
Or actually, no, I'll have them.
Do they roll their own?
Yeah, I'll have them climb with Palouse.
Get rid of the boulders somehow.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll them their own initiative.
I don't think they actually. Yeah, they don't
Do they
have
just
initiative.
go on your turn?
Yeah, because what they are, what happens is I have to use a bonus action to command them. So they're more like a spiritual weapon.
Got it. Oh, okay. So they all start moving and climbing.
Mhm.
So we'll say they kind of just start climbing up. Some of them are getting like a little bit ways up.
Okay.
But on the next turn, you can kind of get them up to the top, and then if anyone's like right there, they could do something about it.
All right, and I'll like gesture over for Agony to like, come here. I need the bag of holding.
Okay.
All right. So, Palouse, you see out of this, let me reveal a little bit more. You see a robed woman, step out of this opening in the rock, on this ledge that you've just jumped onto. And she kind of takes note of what's going on, and she goes, "Did he just take my zombies? I was gonna do that spell." And she goes, "Well, no bother." And she looks over at you, Palouse, and says, "I guess it's your loss." And she will cast Blight at you. So you need to make me a Constitution save.
Okay, I'm pretty good at those.
Oops.
I don't know what blight is, but it sounds bad. I'm going to use an ability that I have called Fanatic Focus. 6th level, the divine power that fuels my rage can protect you. If I fail a saving throw while I'm raging, you can re-roll it. You must use the new roll.
Okay.
That's
Oof.
still pretty fucking shit.
Yeah, so you take 44 necrotic damage. As
Jesus,
Oh wow.
that's a lot of damage.
yeah.
But it says right there the spell save DC is 0.
Yeah, 13's better than 0.
Exactly.
I don't know why it says that there. That's wrong.
Maybe it's not 0. Maybe it's the value closest to 0.
No, it's taco.
It's infinity.
Oh, we're going for spell saves.
And then as this person starts to look around and see, she does indeed seem to be human, though very, very old. And she looks around and sees, I guess she doesn't see much, but she sees this big gnoll person, and she dips back in.
I'm also going to use my reaction, because I think I can do that too.
Okay.
I'm going to use my channel divinity called Rebuke the Violent.
Okay. Let me put her back.
You can use my channel divinity to rebuke the violent immediately after an attacker within 30 feet of you deals damage with an attack on a creature other than you. Never mind, I can't do it unless it's other than me.
Yeah, and that
Never
wasn't an
mind.
attack either.
I lied.
So she just runs back into the darkness where she came and going, hee 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 hee. And that's actually where I think we're going to end it tonight. As she runs away, you hear her voice echoing through the darkness farther. Palouse, you're probably getting ready to make chase. And we'll just pick up with this initiative in this scenario as we play next time.
Nice.
I was hoping to end with her reviving 5 skeletons. But Josh stole my thunder.
No,
there.
bitch.
I felt like you knew Artemis had that spell, and I was like, I'm gonna give a little set piece of work with here.
Oh, man.
How the
Yeah,
turns
no,
have
that
tabled.
was too good. Yep. Can't
Oh,
pull
Fickle
anything on these
Bells are
motherfuckers.
so good.
Fuck.
Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. I know if I had rolled better initiative, it was all that shitty initiative roll. Those could have been my skeletons.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda. Get
All
wrecked.
right. Well, that was fun.
Well,
A lot of bedtime talks.
it was
Indeed.
great.
Mm.
Great session, guys. I really do gotta run because I'm gonna go pass out so I can get up and.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yes, Sam.
Bye, Sam.
Get
Good
some
night,
rest.
Sam. Get some rest.
Good evening,
Have a good
everyone.
night.
Just throw it out there whenever we're gonna play again, and I'll be down.
Yeah, I think let's plan
The
on our
reg-
next
regular
Tuesday, so that would be 28. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
28.
28,
gotcha.
7. You want to aim for 7 Central,
30.
or are we
7:30.
going for
Yeah,
something
that's
else?
our 7:30 Central.
Okay.
Right, 8:30 Eastern.
Making sure.
Mhm.
Maybe a little later, depending on Ryan's work schedules.
Yeah. And then I'll do.
Well,
Hopefully,
the
I'll
time
try
will
and figure
change
out a way to
soon.
not schedule the day next.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, we are close to the other things, aren't we?
Yeah, we're getting there.
I think that's an.
All right,
When
good
is
night,
And
Sam.
aren't you guys in the don't change zone?
Yes, but you guys change and we don't, so that's why.
So then,
It's gonna be a little
then-
while.
Make it easier
It'll be
for
an-
you or harder?
Easy.
It makes it better.
It makes it better. We
because
can
it's an
start
hour
it.
later for
Okay.
you,
Yeah.
right?
Cool.
But it doesn't happen until November, so we still got some
We're
time.
good
Yeah.
for how many?
The beginning
Like
of
3 or 4
November.
more sessions.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a baby soon.
Yeah. Yeah.
A new one.
Fun.
I know.
Cool. I guess I'll turn off the battle music if we're talking
Yeah.
about having babies and stuff.
I mean, maybe you gotta make
No,
a more
that's-
intense
that's-
song.
That's the music.
We're gonna have a
welcome
baby
in
soon.
with.
Cue war
Dun,
horn.
dun,
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 dun, dun, dun.
Vivian
Or
comes
Flight
out.
of the
She's got some
Valkyries.
like swords and shit.
Straight.
Okay. Good
chilling.
night, everyone. I really gotta
I
run.
don't know if
Bye.
I don't know if this is baby music either,
This-
but okay.
This is the theme of hot
It's
yoga.
baby making, maybe not baby having.
Theme of hot yoga.
Yeah.
I mean, the battle
Oh,
music.
God.
The battle music is accurate for Ryan's experience, probably.
Huh?
When during the delivery is very traumatic for you.
Yes.
I mean, it was.
It's traumatic
I mean,
for everybody.
I mean, yeah, sure. But
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like a traumatic thing.
It was kind of fun.
It sounds pretty intense.
It was
Max
very
is
fun.
drunk. He's a pirate.
What about this one for your baby? Oh wait, let me.
No.
Maybe.
This is a good song though.
Okay, kid.
Oppressive Gloom by Kevin.
Get it.
Yeah, I
Thanks,
gotta-
Kevin.
There you go, Max.
I gotta just find. I gotta go through and just put on a few.
This is like the
playlists for.
this is the same music that they used to play in like the Critical Role, like original first series.
Oh yeah. Nice.
No.
Yeah, I gotta go through the goddamn POTA game and find and like sort out the music again.
Yeah,
Oh, you mean the SWAT game?
I know. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
That's
I look
a lot
at.
of
I have
damage.
all these playlists, and they're all like empty. Like I had made them and filled them, but it was all stuff from SoundCloud. So they're like,
They got rid of it.
Mm-hmm.
I have
So
the
we're
names of the playlists, but they're
Got
gone.
something.
Are spells not attacks? So that doesn't count?
There's a spell
Spells-
attack. It could be an attack, but it doesn't
Yeah,
have to be.
yeah, it's
like
a
a firebolt is an
spell.
attack.
I believe a
Yeah.
good like
Yeah,
rule.
it has an attack roll.
Yeah, I think a good like rule of thumb is
Oh, I
like
see.
if it targets your AC, it's an attack. If it targets your like DCs, it's not an attack. Correct?
Yeah.
Right, essentially. If there's a saving throw involved, it's not an attack. Or rather, if there is an attack roll involved, it is an attack.
Yeah. But I wasn't rolling for the blight. It's you roll a save, right? So
Right.
it's not an attack. I think also those spells will say like make a spell attack. You know.
Yeah,
something like that.
they explicitly say making a spell attack roll or something like that.
Hmm.
So it won't work on like things like Firebolt. It does work on Firebolt, Eldritch Blast, things like that. Maybe she has a Eldritch Blast or something.
Maybe.
What does
Maybe.
your ability do? Rebuke the wicked?
It's fucking awesome, dude. Anytime anyone tries to attack me, actually, it's whenever somebody attacks my friend within 30 feet of me,
Mhm.
I can make that person who attacked take the exact same damage.
Ooh, that's
Ooh.
awesome.
But it's
That is cool.
radiant.
Ooh.
Ooh. That's
I
wow.
like that. That's cool.
So if that ogre
Very
had
cool.
landed a hit.
Is there
you
any
could
kind
just
of-
get
Yeah,
right
I was
back up.
about to. I was gonna do
Ah,
it.
nice.
Is there any kind of saving throw involved for them?
Yeah. Yes, and they'll take half as much damage if
If
they
they
make it.
make it.
Nice.
I think so.
Dope.
Here,
It's pretty fucking good.
I can only do it once a day though.
I mean, it's something.
Nice.
Like,
So,
it's a huge attack.
Only once per day? Oh, right, Paladin. Right, that's the thing. Wait.
Yeah, it's my channel divinity.
Mhm.
Yeah, your child divinity is a lot cooler than I haven't used my like ancient divinity ever. What does that do again? Oh, it's like
I have two.
Isn't yours like entangle somebody or something?
These are-
Make
yeah,
some
make
make
type
some
of
make some
a vine.
vines.
Yeah.
I haven't done that in a long time.
So it,
I can either do the peace one where I can talk people down because it gives me a +5 bonus to my charisma.
so it's a
Persuasion?
feature. It's not a spell that uses a spell slot.
Yeah, it's just a feature.
That's cool.
That is fucking cool.
It's really cool.
That is really nice.
Yeah, my other
So-
child divinity is just like turn undead, but for Fey and fiends and not undead.
It's actually probably not good to just use it randomly. It's best to use it probably when someone's about to get like a land a blow that's gonna knock them out
Like a huge fucking hit.
Yeah.
because of action economy and all that stuff.
Yeah.
If you can protect somebody from going down, that's probably the best time to use it.
Well, does it?
Oh, I guess
doesn't
it doesn't.
stop
Yeah,
the-
you're
Yeah,
right.
it doesn't really protect. What it would be good is if the enemy crits one of your buddies.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's the optimal time.
Yeah. Nice.
Because
Alright,
it doesn't.
folks.
It says the wording implies that it occurs after the damage is dealt. So
Yeah. Are we so on Wednesday? Are we getting back to
yes, regular
Our
game
people?
Wednesday.
18?
Regular
Rar
A
team.
team.
Rar rises again.
Nice. Look forward to it.
Mhm.
Thank you all for rescheduling for today. Glad we still got to fit in a game.
Yeah,
Poker
same.
game. I want to keep it going. We're getting so close to some sort of
Finale.
finale.
Do you already have all the battle like mapped out and ready to go?
No, definitely not.
Oh.
Yeah, I still have some work to do, but you guys still got a lot of time to.
Yeah, because I imagine a lot of that stuff is going to be determined on what we can gather to help out.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm gonna not like overthink it. I'm not gonna necessarily. I'm gonna look at the Matt Colville stuff. I've looked at it a little bit, but probably will try to keep the mechanics fairly simple.
Mhm.
But so you guys can kind of just like play out that though and have it influence. We'll see exactly how it's going to work.
Yeah,
but-
that's right. The Matt Colville stuff is out now.
Yeah,
So-
and you shared it
does
with
warfare
me.
and stuff. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So is this going to be like just like Critical Role when they fought the Elder Brain? There's going to be all these illithid everywhere.
Maybe. I mean, you guys have scouted it out a little bit, and there's definitely a lot of illithid, and then also like a lot of mind-controlled other stuff. And then
Did they fight an Elder Brain or did they fight a Beholder? Or did they
Both.
fight both? Oh, yeah,
It was
that's right.
both at the same time.
Oh man,
Oh,
fuck that.
Jesus Christ.
and then there was like two like chained up monsters on the side too. I don't think they ever actually fought the chained up monsters. Those monsters like were just there.
yeah,
Do you remember that that battle?
yeah, that was like right at the beginning. That was like
Yeah.
I think they dropped something on something or something like that.
I know that. Well, one of the illithid that they befriended, I forgot its name. They befriended an illithid.
Oh, yeah, it actually
almost
turned out
almost sucked out the brain. I think of Pike, but they somehow stopped him right before he did it. I think Talison's character, Percy, shot it with a
God,
sniper.
It is a long time ago.
Uh-huh.
Right before he was sucking the brain out.